All right, so it looks like we are underway. So LDI 4 is Lonnie Payne's team. Ranch 4 is Tommy Fulton's team. They're just coming off a win over Rico's team. And the winner of this match advances to the final against Delmer's team as they won. They beat Lonnie for the hot seat last night. So the loser of this match finishes third place this year. So this is Rodney at the table here. He's playing on the stripe or on the solids. The 7 and the 4 ball down here are kind of issues at the moment. Well, that might have been something to work with right there, but as you can see, the 3 ball did not fall. So this brings a good opportunity for Lonnie, who comes to the table. The 9 ball here, and I think this is the 13, require kind of more precise shape. He will start with the 14 here. He may even try to just play that angle and come off this way for the 9 in the side. Or he can play this ball that way because the 9 goes here. So there is an option there. He's got different options to take. It just depends on what he wants to do. Okay, so he's opting to cut the 10 across. He's going to end up having to hit like a little low left. Well, unless he wants to crash into the solids, which I wouldn't want to do. So I did play the low left to come out. So now he's forced into playing this combo. Luckily for him, it's not laying too difficult, but it looks like the 12 will be coming off the 14, coming into here. So you're not going to want to hit that so soft that it ties up. Okay, so he has a shot at the 9 ball, which almost has to take it right now because it is a very small window to get to it, and he's on it now. Now, going forward, he might be able to get in here and play this as a back cut. I think, too, at the angle he has, he could stun draw over here as well. It's just a matter of preference here. Definitely want to shoot the 9, though, because like I said, it is a very small window, and he's already in it. Okay, that's not terrible. You have to play safe, and he positioned the 9 in a good place for them. He took away the shot on the 3, so he's definitely going to be hitting these 2. I think for me, if he could see the edge of the 4, I would want to clip the 4 and come in back in here. You're hoping to tie up this ball, no matter what. But no matter what happens here, that was a pretty good safety on Lonnie's part. Very effective, and he had given it some thought and took away a lot of options. See, now, if they're thinking about maybe clipping this and kind of taking the cue ball out this way, the downside to that is this 4 ball is going to maybe push this 10 over here, or if it gets behind it, like where his finger is, it'll come in behind it and push this out in the open, leaving the solids in bad shape and the stripes in even better shape. So there's lots to consider here. I think ultimately you just want to graze that 7 ball and go touch the rail and let that 4 ball come off the bottom rail or tie up to the 12 ball somehow. At least that way there's definitely work needing to be done to get out. As you can see, it come in from behind the 10 and pushed it right out. And even worse is that you left it pretty nice on the 13 ball. So Ray can play this 13 right here and kind of roll up into this area. So you kind of want this ball to be last because the 8 ball goes here. So I would roll forward the best I could with the cue ball into here or out and pocket this ball next. At least from what I can tell, I think the angles are. This may be rolling out more toward the middle. So, you know, this ball is available, but like I said, with the 8 ball only going here, it's not the most ideal. Because even now, even not rolling out here as far, I'd still think I would shoot this just because the natural angle of the cue ball is to come out like this and give you the angle on that last ball that you want to be able to do very minimal and have nice shape on the 8. Because playing that 12 ball now, he's going to have to get down here for the 9. Speed-wise, he hit that very well. And considering his position, he could cut this with inside English. So from his perspective, he would be wanting to hit more on this side, so that kills the cue ball's action and maybe brings it out over here. That may have been what he was trying. He just did not hit enough inside English. So when it released, it lost that counter spin and opened that up. Had he hit it with a little more English, it would have definitely tightened it up and come in this way. But this is a still doable shot here. And this to take game 1. Well, that's a big miss. And it didn't leave the 8 in a great position for them if they get a chance to return. So this one here, I'd definitely be playing the back cut on the 7. But I'd be looking to play shape on the 4. But at the end of the day, it wouldn't be the worst if I got shape to the 3 instead. Okay, so Rodney's calling the cut, and it's natural angles to come out like this. So now you can put a little bit of In this case, outside left, so that it came steeper in and play shape into here. We'll see what he opts for. So that was a very aggressive shot, but unfortunately, grazing that 8-ball just made it more difficult. A very tough hit here. Okay, so it hit the 8-ball first, gives them ball in hand, and they can place it there and play to this corner. Ooh. Yep, so they're bringing Nick Lopez in to watch the hit. Now it looks like Lonnie's playing it to be cutting into the 3. Ugh, kind of rushed that shot. What? So that was a big error there. So that was a big mistake on Lonnie's part. I think I would have preferred to play that to the corner if it was there. And if not, I would have played it to shoot the other way. Instead of trying to pocket the 3, play it that way, I would have played to be shooting towards the middle of the table. Just because when you're close to a ball like that, and then he was elevated to boot. Any kind of elevation takes away from accuracy, but at the same time, coming in that angle, it's going to want to push that ball more towards that rail. And ultimately it did. And cost them the game. So they definitely let one get away there. The ranch team was very fortunate, but they got that win, and looks like Lee is so he's putting a little work here. So that 12 balls up, or 15, whichever one is great, here is a problem, and then this 8 ball is a problem as well. See, I'd almost play this ball here and stop the cue ball here and then play a back bank. Shooting all your balls down is not going to help you. Oh, did he miss it? I didn't even realize that was Jay at the table. Well, it does look like the 8 ball's off the rail enough to go in the side. Yeah, we'll definitely be shooting this. Then you could play the play shape for the 7 or the 6 ball in the corner. Ooh, that's a big miss there. But the 15 ball is still a big problem for them. I mean, now that 4 ball came to rest blocking the bank too, so it'd be difficult to get that out of there or get a good look at it. I almost think you kind of stop shot on this 9, maybe even roll forward a little bit, and then that'll give you to shoot that ball on the side, and you put English on to go run into the 148. It's hard to say because, man, there's just no easy way to get to that 15. But it has to be addressed. The way it sits, I don't think you can play off the 8 ball either to go into the side. Well, I don't think that opened it enough for the bank, but he did take a shot at moving it. Maybe even play safe here. I mean, you could. I mean, as difficult as it might be, and I think that's what Lee's talking to him about right now. Well, I wouldn't be playing it as hard as he appears to be talking about. I would just nudge this 15 and come over here, bump that 8, and leave the cue ball like right in here the best you could. Okay, I see what he was trying here. He was trying to get under it to play the 15 into the 8 and push the 8 up to the top rail there to get your legal hit, and then the cue ball would be stuck in there. What's up, Scotty?
How we doing?
Not too bad. Lonnie had ball in hand on the 8. It was kind of in a tough position, and to the point where they had to go get Nick to come watch the hit, and he hung the 8, but he made their last ball in doing so, and so the ranch got the first game that way. and there's stripes in this one, and they're 15 balls in a very tough spot.
Oh no, that's definitely not what you didn't want to do.
Yeah, and it was pretty risky. It was just in a terrible spot, but they were taking shots at it every time, which is what you have to do. You got to get to your trouble ball. So I can't say anything negative about that. He was going for that attempt to get in there, and unfortunately, bumped the 8 just enough perfectly to pass the point and fall in the pocket. But they got that first game kind of as a freebie, so I guess they're even on that.
A little give and take there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you for now, there, Scotty. I'm going to step away for like a minute or two.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The rack inspection. Okay, Mike. Not sure who. Just tuning in here. I'm not sure who Mike's partner is. Looks like he's going to be playing against Blade and his partner. We'll see who's up afterwards. All right, so it looks like he pockets the ball and um, does have a good starter for the solids. Not sure how well that's going to pan out. Doesn't look too bad. He's got maybe 2 ball that's tied up a little bit. 6 ball on the rail. Other than that, looks like he should be able to work the rest of them out. Nothing really doing on the stripes, so.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Looks like gonna have to be shooting solids here, Rich.
Is this right after the break?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Doesn't really have a shot on the stripes, and if he gets this 2 ball open, that might help a little. I think the 2 and a 6 were his 2 balls that were a little tough to work with. I think other than that, he wasn't looking too bad.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a shot at this 2 or not, but he definitely has a shot at the 6. So if he doesn't have it on the 2, he can get rid of the 6. And the 2's out in the open enough to where, like maybe coming off the 5, he can leave himself a back cut on that too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be other than being on this bottom side of the table right here in this same little quadrant. I don't see how he's going to really get to that too. That's only good look
Well,
he can have at it.
he could play a draw and try to hit into the 9-11-ish, but
That's going to work right there also. I mean,
yeah, that works. I mean, he's got the shot here, and it's going to move up the cue ball. He can actually, with a little English, slide in between the 7 and the 3 and come out for a shot. Because right now, it's 3 balls a big problem, and the 7 being there and it goes in that pocket is his ball to resolve that trouble. But he might be able to get it right here too. Just roll this 2 in and basically take that tangent line, kind of like so, and
even if you didn't get all the way up there, I mean, you could play the 7 up to the 3.
Yeah, I think
that's going to work right there.
Yeah, that was a super friendly nudge, and it worked. And he's got a real slight angle here, but it is enough to come out of there 2 rails and give yourself a look at the 7 ball.
Oh. Tried to come at it with a draw. I didn't quite get the stroke he wanted.
Yeah, I didn't like doing the draw there. For one, you're really close to it, and you're trying to put enough spin on it so that when it comes off to this rail, it throws outward. Whereas if he'd have gone forward, he could have come out like this, and even if he was in this area, he'd have had a good option on both balls.
Well, I think maybe the enticement to that withdrawing backwards is he comes back. If you do bring that back with enough, you're coming along staying along in line with the 7 instead of crossing that line. You know what I mean? So you kind of have a little better line at it and staying in shape. But I just underhit it.
I just kind of prefer to have a larger margin for error, just because I don't play perfect pool. So any bigger window for error, I can definitely
make no mistake. I probably would have hit it the same way you were saying, Rich. I
mean, he didn't have a whole lot of angle, but it was workable because he wasn't like real close to the pocket. So you could have used that English to get out of there.
Wow.
Oh man, he comes with a great kick
and shape.
That was a hell of a shot. And now you just got to
good draw on this.
Draw right up to that whatever ball that is. It looks like the 12 that's on the rail. You can just draw up to that. I forget there's a replay button in here.
Yeah, I couldn't really see much of which way
he
broke that. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not what he wanted. He was trying to just do like a perfect stun draw and be like right here. Whereas if he'd have just stroked it, come out here, he'd have been perfectly fine.
Right.
Does that go through there?
You trying to wiggle that in? I don't think it does.
There'd be another. Yeah, is he aiming at the corner?
I think so, but I don't think there's any way this gets by here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty snug, unless he's looking at going off the 9 and the 11. No. Well, it's unfortunate. Oh,
at least he didn't scratch. There.
Yeah, he doesn't leave an easy start shot. But yeah, that's unfortunate he didn't get out there because he made a great shot on that 7.
Yeah, no, and I can't recall. Did we completely adopt the BCA rules? So would that scratch have been just a ball in hand?
Nope, that would have been a loss. Yeah, that's part of the modified is that 8-ball breaks still count. And scratching on an 8 is still a loss.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to keep all the rules that we play by straight.
Yeah, there's like one little thing or two different here and there, and then you got to keep all that together. I think for the most part, though, every other thing played around here is all by BCA rule.
Oh no, that's worst case scenario. Tap it right out.
Oh, now I don't know if that's cuttable.
I think I I think that you may have enough room right in between here to get this angle before you hit this ball. That I think you should be able to get this.
I think it's pretty natural too to hit it just straight and play it right off of there. I mean, you might be able to spin throw it, but okay, he did. So they get another one, another gift. But I guess it's not really a gift considering Blade came to the table with nothing easy.
Right.
I mean, every shot he had available was very missable. So, yeah, sometimes the pool gods do that for you. Mike made a nice shot and got a little trying to get too fancy, I guess, with shape on that 8 and cost him, but ultimately didn't cost him the game. So
right, yeah, so many times I've been in that scenario where just that one mistake, especially after you clearing the table off for the opponent, it comes back to bite you.
Yeah, so they were fortunate there. So the score is actually 2-1. Nobody's walked over there to the tablet yet. Oh, Jay's going over there right now.
He must have heard you.
Yeah, could be.
Are you you're in the office, are you?
Yeah, I'm in the office. It's right on
I could tell because it's much quieter today.
Yeah, it's score's correct on digital pool. And I have my dashboard open so I can actually adjust the score on the tablet from here. So earlier, after Devin got done with his match, I went over there and I set up my phone with the tripod to record. We were on table 5, just so he can see how that app works. And I don't know if I told you about that app I found. And it's basically, it records your performance.
Yeah.
And so we basically just threw the balls out for 9-ball on the table, and I gave him ball in hand and told him to pick a spot. So he did, and then I set up the app to record, and his stats ended up being real terrible, but it actually broke it down pretty good. And then me, him, and Kelly watched the replay of the video because it diagrams your cue ball for every shot, and it was pretty cool. So Devin said he was going to get it on his phone, and then when he took off, he said he'll do it when he gets home. Because the creator of the app gave me a promo code.
Yeah.
Which, whoever downloads that phone, or downloads the app, if they use that promo code, they'll get 20% off. But it's pretty cool. I still want to play with it some more just to see. So I might stick around after the final tonight and record another session and then I'll try something different, because that's 2 I've done with just the 9-ball layout. I think I might test like the 1v1 and whatever else is in there just to see.
Yeah, it might be an interesting tool to deal with, but I'm like a little impartial to not really wanting to spend a monthly subscription on something that I probably won't use that often.
Yeah, but if you tried it, you might like it enough to maybe consider it, and that might make you and Michelle both want to practice again on your own table, just to see what the stats say. So Rodney played that with, looking to get position for a bank. But he ended up hanging the ball, but he didn't leave anything easy to start with for solids. Ultimately, is that the 9-ball there? Oh, it is. So maybe he was playing shape with the 9.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was trying to hold in there for the 9.
Speaking of Kelly.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Look at him using my banking system.
Is he playing the 5-ball?
Maybe. And if that's the case, this is more of a cross bank, so then he measured it wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. Then he hit it so freaking hard, trying to cinch it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only reason I asked that, because I mean, by my looking at it, I'm thinking that's a perfect option for the 5 ball. I could make that cross bank using that system, and I
Yeah,
would feel confident.
and he would have needed to measure that to the front, not the back.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I rovered for another team this weekend, and
Yeah.
that shot came up where I had to make a big cross bank, and man, money. It was a pretty awesome shot. You'd have been happy to see it.
So you don't want to use a subscription app, but use the banking system. You're lucky I don't charge us monthly. Yeah, you guys are all starting to get pretty good with that thing, same as with me, and it it blows me away sometimes just how well it works.
Can you see the chat? So I don't have any feed on the chat on this channel. I don't know if you see what's
Well,
going on there.
there may not be any. On the right side of your screen, there should be the chat box.
Oh, nice shot. Yeah. So what I was wondering was, I mean, you typically when you see the chat, you can at least see folks that are watching. Just got a text. So your birthday buddy, Dave, he's watching.
Oh, is he? Well, tell him to chat in there.
Yeah. Well,
Because I just opened up YouTube on my phone and there's no comments in there either. And there's 25 people viewing.
Yeah, he just he sent me a text message, so it seems like he must be watching. So
Yeah, so those of you watching this match, feel free to say hello in the chat there so that we can see it and respond to you.
so just a second ago, I was trying to see if I could get this chat to work here on the side, and it clicked off. So I thought maybe I lost you for you were explaining your app, and I missed the first part of it, but I understood what you were talking about. So, but I don't see. Well, I see your comment there that you just put on there. So
okay, so at least we know it works. There are 25 people in there, so those of you watching, say hi, tell us who you are or where you're watching from, whatever you want to. All right, so we're tied at 2. Rome made a nice out there. He made that first shot and then come over and bump the solid to open up his last stripe, and then got out from there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Dave says he can't chat on. He's watching on. He's got it up on his TV, so he's can't chat on.
So, oh, he can just bring up the YouTube on his phone, and he can stay there on the couch and chat. He can say hi. Tell him to quit being stuck up.
So yeah, I was just thinking. Originally there you saw was it Jose or what was it? Yeah, that the King Bee.
Yeah.
Dave is the original circle bee that we had around here. So it's a bee with an asterisk.
Yeah, he was. That was Origami Dave.
Yeah.
He's the original Crane, not Ralph Macchio.
Right. He's kind of passed that moniker on to his brother, who I don't think is going to hold it very long. I did see. Looks like Dan's getting himself together with his game. He's been playing pretty well lately.
Oh, Tommy overrolled that shape. He was looking to play for the 5 or maybe even the 6, but now it's forced into a combo, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't see any other option.
You should message Dan, see if he wants to chime in here. He's yet to use his. I know it works. I tested it.
Well, Dan's in the middle of his baseball season. He's a coach for a college team, and
yeah, but it's 7 p.m.
Right, but I do know that he had a doubleheader today. Oh man, I didn't think that could get through there.
Well, nicely done. True, that was a tight spot there. He got there, and he's got shape on the 4.
Dave says, he says, can you sue for slander off a YouTube video?
It's not really slander; it's more defamation. But is it though? If it's true, though, we got a couple of hellos in there.
I got some comedians also do wearing onesies. I could be sitting in my underwear if I did please. I am at home, so.
And I am in the office over at the Dutch, and I am fully clothed. So fantasy over.
You will have to wonder no more.
Or keep wondering.
Yeah. Man, that's 2 of them. I must not be able to see these angles real well because
Yeah, it didn't look like he could see that.
Yeah, that and the 6, man, he slid that right in between there too, and I didn't think it
Yeah,
went by
and you
either.
know this, and he's got a perfect angle on this 5 to just
Exactly.
He can draw or go forward, and he'll be okay in either one. If he draws, it's going to come out into here, and if he goes forward, it's going to go up and come into here. Never mind my weird unstraight line there. But
look at that, perfect.
Even with the nudge, he's in great shape, and it's basically identical to the match-winning shot in the last one.
Right.
See if he fires this one in or he rolls it in. The last one, he fired that bad boy. All right, nice out. Made some really nice shots in there. Take their second lead of the match. It's 3-2.
I think we might see quite a bit of back and forth on this one.
Yeah, you know, the final's supposed to start at 5:30, and this match here got like almost a half hour late start, so it's going to be a long one. But, you know, the membership voted to get it all done in one weekend.
Yeah, and you know, considering it, I mean, considering the 3 teams that are left, you know, which you kind of expected these 3 teams to be up in there, you know, typically you'd think they would be fighting against a team that might have dropped out, but
all right.
yeah, definitely 3 strong teams, and it's going to be a good battle all the way through.
Yeah, so, you know, that final is going to get a late start, and then being Sunday night, you know, if it goes to a doubleheader, man, it could be a long day. I've been here since 9 a.m., so it's already a long day. But it's Todd Phillips at the table here. Made a ball in the break. So how do we get guest appearances? Well, Zach, if you're referring to a guest commentary, I do have a link created for that I could email you, and then you would be able to log in. And it's because it won't show you by name like it does ours. It'll just say guest, and then there's a little shark icon I put in there for a profile picture.
Is this Zach Childress?
That'd be my guess. Makes sense that he would be wondering about us being in onesies.
Right. Understandable.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, is that? I don't know that looks like it's lined up too well.
Yeah, it's kind of a double back cut combo.
Can you see to the? Oh man, I got to use the straight line. Sorry. Can you see straight in here to the 5? I don't know.
I think he's playing this combo, the 7-1 into the side.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man, he hit that good, and the 7 rolled pass for.
Then left it open, right?
Yeah, and he has a good look at it right now, and I think.
And this lets him come right off the rail and come back out to the middle of the table.
Yeah, and the 4 goes to the corner or the side, so he's in pretty good shape there. He makes his 4. He should be in good position to
7.
get out.
Makes it 7.
What'd I say?
Said the 4.
Oh.
Looks like he's hitting low though. Huh? Oh, that's fine. Oh, God. Little too much speed anyway. He didn't want to be out in the middle of the table, not the.
Yeah, that's not the best angle to attack that 4 ball because of the scratches in play. But, he hung it and basically left a thin cut on that 12 over there. But the cue ball is going to be coming back into this problem over here. So it's not completely terrible. Yeah, Zach, you can, if you still have my number, text me your email address and we could, maybe not on this particular match, but maybe for the final, get you involved. Because Scott will need a commentary buddy as I will have to step out to do the shot clock. Well, let me rephrase. Because if Lonnie wins, they're going to want the shot clock in that match like they did last night. And if Tommy wins, well, I'll be able to stay in here and do commentary too.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how late I'll be up on for the commentary tonight. I gotta get work in the morning, so.
Come on, let's be serious here. You're the boss.
Well, my wife did just come back home today, and I haven't seen her in a while, so.
Oh, you meant you got to put in that work.
Got to at least spend some time and.
Yeah, you got to rub her feet because she's coming off surgery on her foot.
Yeah. See if she can't rub my foot too. I stubbed my toe, man.
I remember you telling me that.
Blasted.
You're lucky you didn't break that sucker.
Yeah. Oh, it was all purple.
Oh, maybe you did.
It's not that bad. It was definitely discolored, but I don't think it was broken bad.
Okay, so Blade comes to the table, pockets that 7 ball, and has a pretty decent angle on the spore to play it to the corner. He can just stone over to the side rail, and that, as long as he doesn't go too far, if he stays in this area, he'll have a good look at that 5. Oh, I was going to say, he's not going for that now, is he?
Yeah, I don't think he got enough sticking out there to go for that.
Yeah, we're talking pull. Is he hitting top? Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah, very fortunate.
I think he still has a look at this.
Yeah, I mean, because, even if he would have got above that point, at the speed at which he hit that, he'd have been over here somewhere. But.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, so now that could be costly. Well, maybe not so much now.
Right. Yeah, that tied up, and the 10's in a little tricky spot. You do have stuff around there you can work with to get the 10 out. And, Lonnie's pretty meticulous. He's going to probably take his time here and see what he can do.
Ultimately, you're going to want to play a safety, but I wouldn't want to play one that's, well, I guess in this case, you can get ball in hand because that 13 goes to the other corner.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, you might want to take some soldiers off of the field here, but, I mean, you could really just easily lay up, move this 10 away from the 8, and stick right there to get your opening shot on that.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else I made a commentator link for? Is Chelsea.
No.
One of these days we'll have to get her in here or get her on so she can commentate with us. So I haven't heard from Zach yet, so I don't know if he wants to get in on this or not. But Zach, if you're listening, text me your email address, and then I can get you set up with our guest link, and then you could enjoy this like we do.
But please don't wear the onesie. Okay.
Well, he can wear ones. He just don't show us. I see Chelsea was watching. Yeah, makes sense because Kelly's playing. She goes, I'll do it one day. Have the kids running around now. I just give them all a sip of NyQuil. Old school tricks.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know if that falls under abuse these days, but it's a trick my mom used to do to us.
Oh, a little short on that.
Yeah, so I would bet money, Lonnie,
I
as a
think
safety.
I think this is the point to go up there and move that 10 out a little bit and play safe.
Yeah. So he's gonna play it to like out here and bring the cue ball kind of this way, I think. Yeah, go through the motions of calling a pocket.
That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh.
Left a little peek at it, I think.
Yeah, if they definitely left the carom. And see, this gap right here is pointed there, so literally he would just need to play the 5 this way, and that would change that gap to point to the pocket. And if that gap is pointing to the pocket, that's where it's headed. So yeah, you definitely didn't want to let him look at that. And or if you were going to let him look at it, you'd want the cue ball out here somewhere to take that away. But luckily the 10 ball is blocking the 8, so in addition to an amazing shot, right, you have to get shape out of that.
Yeah, and I mean, does Todd really have that shot in him?
Okay, so Zach texts me his email address. Thanks, Zach.
That's really tight. I wonder just how much of this 5 you can see.
I think you can see enough to play it off the 13 because it looks like. Oh yeah, because if he could hit right there, he's in good shape.
And that angle should definitely keep you from scratching as well.
Yeah, and Tommy just reached over and called that pocket, or somebody did anyway.
Nicely done, but you're gonna have to bank out. Still, at least you got an opportunity at it.
Yeah, and he center pocketed that one. So Lonnie's not going to be too happy about that. Just kind of figured, it's blocking it, and he's got kind of careless on that and not really realizing that shot was available.
Yeah,
or maybe didn't think that, that they could make it.
Kind of like what you drew out. I would have opted to play the 10 straight up to the rail and then have the cue ball come off and get behind the 8.
So force them into kicking at it.
Oh, one more time.
Oh.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Well, it's laying neutral, so that's going to help Lonnie's team quite a bit.
Well, I think, though, this looks pretty solid for Ray. He's got everything kind of set up.
Yeah, just basically bring the cue ball, cut that. Lines. Yep, and bring it right here. Play this one on the side, and then you're home free. And it's very basic layout. So I fully expect him to get there.
Whoa, that was a little.
It's still going to work, but why would you do that? Just
like I said, it was a simple lay. It was all natural lines.
I think he was like trying to stun draw it up this way to be able to play it here when, you can literally just cut it in and come out here and play the 11 on the side.
Right.
He's very lucky that he has that shot that he does right now. Because it's pretty straight on that 10. It would have been tough to get back.
Sometimes you're playing to try to play that immaculate shape on a ball that you already have shape on, It's
Oh, right. Oh, he's there now. So now it's just stop shot.
Yeah. Very fortunate for him.
Yes. And because of that, he needs to get out just as a gesture to the pool guys who gave him that shot.
Oh, I thought he could have struck that at least 6 or 7 more times.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
All right, this to tie the ball game. So yeah, we're definitely into a match that has the potential to literally just go back and forth. Both teams are very capable.
Sometimes you don't like being in a contest like that. You're just going back and forth, and you just want to make sure you stay in line where you're at, and not give up a game.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is too, like matches like this, when you're playing teams where it can literally go back and forth, that's where the opening coin toss or lag is very critical because you have the first break. So if you can, and the last one. So if you can maintain serve,
Yeah,
then you're breaking on the most critical games.
very very important. And if you do get out, if you do break serve, it's you just got to keep your head about you and try to work on keeping yourself into it and get back in it, and try to take one back.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks
All
like
right.
Troy's
So
stepping up.
yeah, looks like it's Troy and Mike. I saw Kelly go storming by. Was he changing the scoreboard?
I might have. It just went to 3-3. So
Yeah. Yeah, this new EvoSports dashboard that they created, it gives me a lot of control over the streams. I can uh, manage the sponsors we have. I can add in new logos, like you see what's going through there now. The Gary Bradley Trucking, which is that one right there. It had a very different generic kind of logo, uh, so I made it into that one, and that's actual picture of two of their trucks that are in that. And then that one right there, DS Polishing. Um, that one's a temporary one, but I'm able to manage that. That one came on board for Devin's BFS match,
yeah,
and then it was going to be done. But I decided to keep it up there for I think it's like 5 weeks. I set the date, so it'll be there for a little while. Um,
try to drum up a little work for Devin. Is that keep him
well,
busy?
well, just put some eyes on the business.
Yeah.
But I've seen some of the pictures that Dustin has posted of their work, and it literally looks showroom quality. Those semis come out of there with all the chromes just like a mirror finish. So whatever they're doing there, they know how to do it right. But then I added the Dutch logo on there, even though it's in the bottom corners of the screen and on the banner back there. But since they are the host location and the biggest sponsor, I decided to put up in there, and then I threw in the BFS, our new logo up there. But I like our commentator links. Me and Josh had our original ones that had actual pictures of us on there, and then I created all of our other ones instead of you guys being as guests. This way, it would have a picture of you, and then I converted all our pictures into anime versions just for my own entertainment. But those anime pictures are from actual pictures. So in your little profile picture there, Scott, the part of that shoulder that you see next to you is actually Neppy. That was taken here at the Dutch a few years back when there was a big tournament and they came down for it.
Oh, he's sitting at just his shoulder right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Neppy. But I've been having all that kind of control over it allows me to have creative licensing basically to give whoever commentator links and just to explore all the things. And Evo's growing. They're out in I I think Philadelphia right now at the Super Billiards Expo.
Yeah.
And just showcasing what they do. And the other day they had posted on Facebook about how busy they were, and so many people were stopping by. And then they had a Jesus Intencio stop by and was teaching everybody how to do the double jump.
Huh.
I haven't gone online to look at that video, but I think I will though. I'm just curious, what he was looking at, thinking, because sometimes that might just come up.
Man, I'll tell you. I don't know if Josh told you this story, but we were in the middle of our mixed doubles when we played City for mixed doubles, and I can't remember if it was like in the final or the match before the finals. I had to get up to the table, and it was just it looked incredibly like a perfect shot for a double jump. And I look at Josh, I'm like, man, this looks like just money for a double jump shot right here. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? He's like, have you ever done a double jump before? I'm like, no, but man, if I ever did, this would be it. Like, wouldn't it be fucking cool? Oh, sorry about the language. Wouldn't it be cool? That was what I told him.
Yeah.
It would look cool. Yeah, I ended up, he did convince me. He talked me down off the ledge, and
it's funny with Joshua because he should know, man. Like when him and I played in some matches together or whatever, I'm that guy that I like cool points.
Yeah, it was. So listen, it was the 8-ball as well, and it was.
Yeah, but I mean, just imagine the cool points from that.
Right.
Double jump to drill the 8. Oh man.
I'd have had to shake my own hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because there was the one time when we put the team together to go play over in Lakewood, and it was a Moscone style tournament, and there was a Scotch doubles match where Josh and I played together against Eddie and Cindy. And that's a tough pair, man. They're strong, and we were kind of it was 9-ball, and so we're running down, and Josh pockets the ball and comes across, leaves me a good look at the 4, but it kind of put me on an angle where I would have had to go like 3 rails for shape.
Yeah,
but it was pretty much straight in bank shot, and I could have just I could stop the cue ball. And so I measure it to the side, and I'm looking at it, and I get down there, and I basically slow bank it, like pocket speed, but it leaves them dead perfect straight on the 5. And, we get out, win that game, and then he comes over and he goes, you could have cut that and come around. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't look cool. But that particular weekend, man, I was shooting lights out. So I don't know. It just seemed right to me.
Yeah.
Probably not the smartest of moves, but there's Zach in there. What's the skinny on that link? Okay, I guess
he might be having trouble with that. The first time I tried to sign in.
Well, no, I haven't responded with the link, so I'm going to tell him right now.
So is he using the same dashboard we're getting into?
Yeah. So I'm texting that to him right now, and then I'll text him his the guest.
So I will tell you this, Zach. The first time I just typed in the studio EvoSports Live, it came up. It was just coming up with their website, and it wasn't getting me into the dashboard. I typed in the actual HTTPS colon and the 2 forward slashes, and then typed all that in, and it went right to it. I don't know if it made a big difference or what, but I was able to get into that dashboard. And you might want to send him a picture, Rich, to show him what the dashboard looks like that he's trying to get.
I'm not going to send him your picture, Scott.
Not I'm talking about the screen.
You can show him your onesie in person.
Right. So today when I actually got to that dashboard, it actually
Yeah.
has something after the Evo Live Sports, like it says
Yeah, it has all the table information.
no, it's like somebody else's sign-in name, like Dunsey or something like that, or I
Oh,
yeah, it was weird, and it's been coming up every time I log in. So I click on that and I backspace back to the where it just says Evo Sports Live, and then I click enter again, and then I get to the dashboard, like Dunzo or something like that.
isn't that how your last name is pronounced?
No. I will scratch your eyes out. Listen,
What was that guy's name from Orofino? Marty, wasn't it? Zonk. Like, dude, there's not even an O in there. Where are you getting that from?
I've heard many different pronunciations.
Oh, I bet.
That was the first time for that one, though.
That's probably the most memorable for me. It's just so odd how that even.
Oh, look at
comes
this 8
about.
ball going straight in the corner.
Oh,
Not enough gas.
Just ran short.
Yeah, right on line, just tracking right by.
Yeah, I can imagine it was probably everybody in there cheering or like, hoping. Okay, so Zach, I sent you the URL, so you just type that in, and it should take you to that page, and then you're going to see a commentator portal, and then it says commentator ID and table ID, and I'm going to text you both of those right now.
I would, like I said, send them a picture of what that portal looks like, because if you don't know what you're looking for, it takes you to their main page, and you're not getting there from there.
Okay, so I just sent him that.
And we'll be anxiously awaiting Mr. Onesie.
But it's going to show up as LDI guest MC, I think is what it's called. But it'll be a picture of a shark.
You're not catching very much background noise from me, are you?
No, I heard Michelle yelling earlier, but even that was faint, but I haven't heard anything in a while.
You know what? My grandson just came in a second ago, and
Oh, that might have been. Okay, so that was kind of odd. I think the table is open, is it not?
No, I believe Ray has solids. I think he.
Oh, okay.
For that, so.
See, even that shot right there, I would play to cut that 14 because they're trouble ball anyway. I would play to cut that right here because the cue ball is going to 6, and if you do it at the correct speed, it should still stay right there. Hey, there you.
Yeah, then you got some options on that 12 ball, huh?
Okay, Zach, on the bottom of the screen there, you should see a mute or muted, and if it's muted, so when it's not muted, you can speak over
first
there.
of all, text him and ask him if he hears the music, or no, he would hear us. Never mind.
Because I don't think he's muted. There's no microphone.
Right.
There's no muted icon.
Right. So what I was trying to tell
Log
you
in
was
there.
the first time I logged in today, I got in, I could
Yeah.
see the play, everything, but I could still hear nobody was on, and I heard the background music that is normally playing, and my mic, nothing was
Oh,
working either. So I had to go back out and re-sign in, and I was able to bring it up and it worked.
I know the guest MC login works.
Telling me may have to back out and try it over and see if that works.
I hear an occasional sound, so I don't know if that's him trying to get situated there. So if you're on a laptop or computer, or well, the laptop has a built-in mic, so you won't need an additional one. I don't know in your PC. If that's what you're logging in from, you may need a microphone or a headset with a microphone. And then you got to set up your PC to be able to optimize that. Oh, yeah, he logged out.
My guess is he's going to try it over again.
You're supposed to be able to do it from your phone too, but not that that would be ideal. But I guess if if you had to, you could.
He's going to try to spin over to that side and get up to the 10 possibly. Oh.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to slide over there, but when you're heading that direction, you really got to think about that 8 ball just sitting one in early. So you got to consider it. I don't want to overroll.
Well, he's kind of in a bad position here now. I don't know that he can really see the 10. Maybe clip the edge of it.
If you can, I think I would like try to hit it enough of it to get it out of there. But it looks like he's just going to hit this 11 and try to loop in there. Hey, Zach, if you need to give me a call, I can mute my mic and then kind of talk you through it if you need.
All right, so Lonnie to the table. Let's see what he's got to work with here.
Yeah, he can't see the
4
6.
looks like it's blocked.
4, yeah, so he doesn't really have anything. He might be just pushing his 4 out of there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I did not think that went by there.
Man, I didn't either. And that was a tight pocket. I mean, he might have had maybe half of it available, and he hit it good. So ultimately, the 2 ball is the biggest problem, which he 2 from the 1.
You might be looking at a different angle for that 1 off of the 6, huh?
I think I like the 1 because the angle you can slide over there and play shape to the 2 in that same corner he just shot at, or even
trying to play it all the way right now to get on that too, and that works.
It does. He's definitely safe. He can go to the rail and out and play for the 3. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. So I don't think I would draw here because if you miss hit that draw in any way, shape, or form, it's going right.
Lonnie is he's knowledgeable enough. He knows not to do that.
Yeah, but these tight matches sometimes they play with your head.
And I think if he hits this the right speed and he gets on those 3s, he's pretty much out. Like that 1 goes by the 11
right there.
So.
Yeah, and he hit that perfect, and he's at the perfect angle on this 3. Literal stop shot. But see, this is one thing with Lonnie's game that keeps him at a high level is he didn't just jump down and shoot that. He walked a lap, let himself, think about what he's doing and take a look around and get his pre-shot and everything and execute. He didn't just drop it. And that kind of thing you see. And I've been guilty of myself. Just jump down like, "Ooh, I got what I was looking for," and then you pull the trigger and miss.
There you go. All right, so they're going to take a 2-game lead here.
Yeah, that's big. especially in a match that's going to go back and forth and is tight.
So
So nicely done there. Nice out, Lonnie. Way to think your way around.
was Zach's was he off here a second ago again? Or?
Yeah, he's probably looks like backing out and closing out and trying to get
So
back
maybe
in.
also check your settings on your PC itself to make sure your inputs are correct. Your microphone is I don't know what kind of setup you have, but I have a boom mic and I've got earbuds, so I have to set up my uh, my audio, my listening, and my microphone separate. So
Yeah, and for me, I've just plugged into my laptop and I have headphones that have a microphone. So I'm just plugged into my mic port.
oh
No, Kelly. Okay, so this is an opportunity for Tommy's team to try to close the gap in our men's league rules, since it is modified BCA. Any scratch or any foul on the break
ball in hand.
is ball in hand anywhere on the table. For many, many, many years, as it was everywhere. I mean, a scratch, you'd have to be in the kitchen, but that has long gone, and it's a good penalty for scratching on the break, as you should have a penalty.
Looking at this 15 over there. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's playing up forward to play the combo or to address that.
Does
Yeah.
he think he has to go slightly off the rail past
Well,
the 7?
no, I think it goes by, but even if he has to go off the rail, he can play the 9 and just kind of play it like that. But he was definitely rolling forward to address it. And he can even do this and like draw a little bit and bump that 10 off too. Although you might want to leave it there just because it still passes the 7. So he's in good position here because this ball passes and he has a clear look at this. So he can literally, with left English, come out here and play for the 13.
It looks like
And
he's
then,
going the opposite way, though. I mean,
yeah.
is he going to play 14 and maybe 10 to try to get back out to shape out to this far end?
See, what I don't like about this is leaving this here. This has no home.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if he'd have shot that and come out, then now that ball has somewhere it can go. And he may be maybe thinking to play the 10 ball or 12 ball last because it'd be a stop shot in the 8 on the other side. But
right.
The difficult part is to get to that.
Yeah.
Where
What
still,
kind of angle are you going to get to get a shot at that and be able to play the stop there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like even this shot right here, I mean, he's going to play that ball in front of the corner next. Oh. But see, that's a product of trying to force an angle to get better on that 12. Oh, okay. So Zach said he can't figure the mic out. I would say maybe Google search how to enable your mic on your particular PC, and it might tell you the steps on how to do that. Trying to see here what I remember or what it's been a while since I did all that. It might be just in your settings too, where you can go into like sounds and stuff like that. And you can enable your mic. But yeah, I think if you Google it, it'll walk you through it. But once you get that, you'll be in there, Zach.
What I was gonna say was, since he couldn't get his mic to work, and he started with a little bit of a pot shot at us, then that just gives us free reign to take shots at him when he can't respond back.
Yeah.
So Blade not looking too bad here. He's got to pull a good stroke out to draw back over to. He's got a little bit of angle, so he should be able to get over to the.
Yeah, I would think with maybe a kind of a straight draw, that angle would pull you this way.
Oh, what was he? Kind of gave up on that stroke, did he?
He did, because even if he'd have pocketed that, he wouldn't have had anything.
Right.
Okay, so this is another big opportunity for Lonnie's team here. Start with that 2-ball right here, and just play forward out for that ball.
Yeah,
and then you're kind of home free.
Man, I just I don't understand the shot.
Kelly shot pretty good yesterday, so this is his first match today. So hopefully he does better than his break.
Dang it.
Well, Chelsea, you may need to text Kelly some motivation. Well, Zach's back in, and he's still working on his microphone, apparently. I'm trying to remember, because, like, for me, hang on here.
Oh, nice control there, Todd. It's I think he cuts this 12 down and plays this down with a little bit of left English. He just comes across the table, and it should come back out a little bit. He should be right there for the 8 in the side.
Yeah, definitely. Just like that. He hit that pretty good. He's still going to be okay.
Oh, a little further than he wanted, for sure.
Yeah, or a little less than he wanted. Either way,
right.
He's going to have a tough shot. But, hey, Zach, so on your if you look up there where your URL is, you should see the EvoSports thing there. Do you have a microphone icon pictured there? You can click on that, and that might be where you need to enable your mic. So I clicked on mine, and it shows mine enabled. And it has like a button you can push to disable it as well. So that might be where you need to go. What a shot. Oh, man.
And it hangs there.
Oh, man. He hit that good, though. Man.
So, I mean, not
every
impossible
to
yeah, not impossible to do, but it does put a little pressure on a guy when that ball is sitting right in that bucket.
Yeah, because basically no matter where you miss, if you were to miss, you're done.
Yeah.
But Jade plays a pretty good game, and he had a really good shot to start with. All right, Zach's calling me, so I'm going to go on mute for a little bit.
Okay. See if we get Jay to just take his time here. He should be able to work this out. Okay, and that's not the best of lies, but I don't know if he's looking at this 5 possibly. It's either that or the 1's a pretty straight shot. Maybe look at the 7 there. Nope. Oh, now he's got himself into a tight spot here. Don't know if he can play that with. Maybe he's going to have to jack up and try to hold that. I don't know that 7 is a good look into the side, but he definitely doesn't want to open that cue ball up and give these guys a shot. I'd like to at least see him make him have to take a bank at this, take a kick at it. Oh, he fires it in. Nice job, Jay. Still looking like a tough finish here. Man. Yeah, almost don't see a real good way out of this. Yeah, he may have to try to back cut this too with probably a little bit of low to keep himself away from that 8 ball in the corner. And I think that might be the only thing I can see that would help here. Uh, get some draw on that, end up coming out this way, and which would then get your cue ball over here, possibly, maybe leaving for the 1 ball. Yeah, but I think you might end up a little further than that if you try to draw off that. What the must have been talking there and I missed something. I don't know if he hit the cue ball there. Yes, I got some questions on that. I didn't see exactly what happened. Only thing I could think of, I was in the middle of talking there, so I maybe I'm thinking, oh, they're calling it a double hit on the shot that he shot into the side pocket. So, um, yeah, and I can see that pretty. I don't know if he. It looked like he was jacked up pretty good and off to the side. So, it's tough to say. I
Well, that was unfortunate. He had a good opportunity there, but like I said, you missed a shot. An 8 ball sitting in the pocket is pretty much is a sellout no matter what.
well, I think it came down to I think they called the double hit on the shot that he shot into the side.
Oh,
Yeah, guys, I was trying to come up with some scenarios how he was going to get out of that, and I was talking, and the next thing you know, Blade picks up the cue ball and he goes over and takes ball in hand and shoots the 8 in. I'm like, did I miss something there? Thought maybe Jay touched the cue ball with the stick. Then when I just saw Rodney kind of going over the shot into the side.
oh, okay. Yeah, I just looked up and saw him showing that. Um, but realistically, if you don't call somebody to watch it ahead of time, he could have said no. But I mean, Jay's an honest guy, so if he feels like it was accurate, he's gonna basically say so, which
Right.
may have been the exact scenario.
Yeah, and we don't see the side conversation going on here.
Right, right.
I couldn't completely tell what was going on. It looked like he was jacked up and kind of shooting to the side, so I kind of didn't really count it as a I didn't wouldn't have naturally thought double hit, but they're watching there a little closer.
Yeah, and the thing is, it came down to it that he was just running a bad pattern.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
So I talked to Zach, and he's trying to do it from his phone. which I've never logged in from my phone. I just know it's possible. So I told him to keep playing with it and kind of gave him some scenarios about the microphone. So you'll see his name, the guesting appear a few times up there while he's doing that. And you never know, he might just stumble upon and pretty soon he's talking. But in the meantime, it'll be just me and you. But he's going to keep trying, so you'll see that guest one appear.
And I almost got to think he's got to go into the settings in his PC and see if
He's on
everything's
his
set
phone.
up right.
He's on his phone.
Oh, completely on his phone? He wasn't on his PC?
Yeah, he's at home and he's on his phone. But I told him the same, even from his phone, he'll need to go into his settings, because I remember doing that on my phone before, not to do commentary, but something else where I had to go in and allow the app access to my microphone.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, I had to enable that. And then even on my PC, when the very first time I set this up, and that was back when I had my wireless headsets, I had to also basically do the same thing and enable it and allow it access. But now that I'm plugged in, that port is already enabled. And so, it's just plug and play for me now. But
tell him to bust out the laptop and get on that.
I told him that, and he goes, I don't know where it is. I was like, well, it probably wouldn't matter anyway then, because if you don't know where it is, it's been put away for a while. It's probably going to run a couple hours of updates.
Right. Oh, man. Is he going to try to play that all the way up there? Yeah, I wonder if probably just can't see the cut on the two, huh?
Hang on. Somebody's knocking on the door, so I'm going to step away for just a second.
Okay. All right. Misses the shot. Ends up deep in the pocket, down in the corner. Not a lot to look at for these guys. Lonnie coming to the table. It's got some options as far as defenses, or maybe if that 10 goes under the 13 there. It's hard for me to see on. I think he might be able to cut that ball across there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Good starting point. Wonder if he's looking at eventually playing a combination here. I almost would have thought he could have played that ball, taken the 11 out, and still come back out for this kind of the same scenario, getting on this 12 and then taking the 9 up in the corner with an open pocket. And he'll do so here. So, same result. Just wants to make sure he leaves a good angle to get back down table for the two balls down there. He might possibly take this chance to get down onto the 15 right now, which I think would probably be a better idea. Play the 15 and 13, come back up for the 9, and then leave for the 8. Looks like that's where he's going to go. Speed going to be an issue here. You almost might want to think about up and back. But that is kind of a little bit of a tighter window to try to keep control of. I don't know. He's looking at the 9 in the side, which would be pretty good. I think with that angle, he should float down. Looks like possibly. Oh, straight lines. Cue ball possibly floating out this way, in this area here, maybe. So he can have a shot at this. Oh, clips to 5. And that could have been a product of trying to make sure that he got out there far enough to get a shot at this ball.
All right, I'm back. That was Josh. Apparently, he was next door. I told him to grab his laptop, but we'll see.
Oh, he's gonna get inside the office there as well, or?
Well, he went back into the bar because he's hungry. I told him order something to go and just bring it over here. But we'll see if he grabs his laptop too. Who knows? Oh yeah, never mind. He just came back. He went to go get his laptop.
Oh, Rodney misses the 5. We'll see where this ends up. Should be doable to roll up on the 13 from the 9.
Was it Ray?
Yeah, or even if he chose to, a little draw to get either side of this. Get on the 13.
Ray's more of a roller. I'd bet he's going to try to roll up in here.
But you can't blame the guy. You'd rather be safe than sorry, not try to get.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be here to where I got to roll under for this 8. I'd rather, like kind of be in this area where you can come out this way.
True.
But, I'm not actually playing, so it's hard to be 100% sure what I would do in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if you rolled up to anywhere right here, you still got an angle to come back up.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a little bit of an angle, you can even roll 2 rails over to here for the side. It's risky, but I mean, there's so many options right now. The thing is just make this 9 ball. Give yourself an opportunity.
Oh no.
But you see, he rolled forward.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, that was I'm by that.
No, I meant that sound. What was
that? Oh, did you hear the ding on my phone?
Very loud.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, let's go one of a couple of ways. I mean, you could put the spin on this and a little bit of draw to come across rail and back over, which is a little risky because you risk getting the side pocket over there, or come underneath the 8 ball like that. But you got to make the ball first.
Yes. So Zach sent me a picture of the commentator studio login page. So I just told him what to put in, and we'll see how that works out.
Oh, was he not seeing that before?
I don't know.
Well, he must have. I mean, if he got logged in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so Lonnie's pretty straight on this. He doesn't have an angle to go forward and out, so I kind of draw out, I guess. So we'll see.
Jacking up to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh man, he hit that good. Hit that real good.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna just try to draw all the way back up. No, he's going forward.
No, I would go rail out this way.
But he's going behind. That's
Ooh, that's so dangerous. That is very dangerous.
Hey, Rich, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, where's your?
It doesn't show me as a commentator, is why I
It does
asked.
not.
Which is fine. I don't.
Well, which link did you use? Your new one or your old one?
You got me, man. Whatever I have in my bookmarks.
Okay, so your bookmarks might have been your original one.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you got to be difficult, Josh. Look, we all got the memo.
What I do. I know.
So go back to the login page.
I'll play with it in a bit. So this is to go up 6-4, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And drills it.
Nice shot.
And he did. 6-4, race to 9.
Which is where you want to be if you're in that lead. You wanna stay out there in front and not let them catch back up.
Yeah, that 2-game lead essentially gives you a little space to relax, kind of, because in the back of your mind you got one to give.
Gives you a little more confidence and kind of keeps their confidence a little down.
Yeah, because they're playing from behind, and 2 games behind is big when you're playing a team that you can go back and forth really game to game.
I've seen somebody in the chat asking, it looks like Zach, guest commentating.
Yeah, I sent him the guest link I made, and he did log in, but he's doing it from phone. And I've never done it from my phone, so I don't know what all to point out to him. So
which Zach is this?
Childress.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I have the guest MC link I created. I sent him that and the passcode and everything, and it has popped up a few times up here, but he wasn't able to, he said he wasn't able to hear it, Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he, and his mic able to where we could hear him either. So he's playing with it still.
Hopefully you can get it figured out.
So where are you at, Josh? You in the conference room?
Yeah.
That's weird that your commentator link isn't showing up there.
Yeah, I just clicked into the link you sent me. I don't remember. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, your new link would have been your full name, all lowercase, followed by your birth year, just the 2-digit birth year. And then your passcode is your 4-digit birth year.
You had to jump back in.
There you are.
Yeah, here I am. I rebooted everything. Jump back in. All right, what do we got? What do we got going on here?
So Dan is watching Rich. He just sent me a thing. And he was saying, I hear Josh, but his name doesn't pop up.
And Tommy's at the table. He's solid. He's trying to keep this from getting too far out of reach, right?
Yeah. I know this happened to them in their last match against Rico's team. They started off in a big hole, then they started getting a little bit of a comeback, and then they went back and forth for a tiny stretch, and then they got out in front and never looked back.
I made a good shot there. Got funny to the 6. So he's gonna have to come back. That 4 issue, he's gonna have a breakout off the 6 to be able to break that 4 and 8 out, but he'd probably be better suited to figure out how to get to it now and leave the 7 just in case it doesn't come out how he wants it.
So Michelle says in the comments, we had a mysterious Josh.
I'm not mysterious at all.
Yeah, the only real question around Josh is his gender. And that just on the only days.
Well, that's just because you guys haven't accepted the fact that awesome is a gender.
So how'd your poker tournament go? Did you retire from work now since you won a bunch of money?
No. It was good. I mean, I definitely made a lot more than I could ever make playing in this tournament here.
Right.
Missed it, to be able to be pocketable, but missed the 6.
Yeah, some other shots here. They're both long, but as long as he makes one, he should have options here.
Kelly.
Got Kelly at the table. So who's in this game here? Kelly and Ray?
Huh?
Your mic went kind of crazy there. Oh, and swings are wide.
My mic went crazy?
Yeah, it kind of fizzled out and then came back.
I may need to move in there. This internet is super slow in here.
Yeah, it's been acting goofy. Is your video feed kind of choppy?
Yes.
Yeah, mine is too. But my laptop's been slowly. It's on its deathbed, so I've been having to deal with that. So I'm gonna have to get my new one that I have at home and bring it down.
So I can tell you, 2 games ago, Kelly had missed a ball, and when he walked off, he asked me if he shot it fast, and I told him no because he didn't. He took his time and everything.
Just tell
but
him,
then
no,
that
you
one,
just shot
he
it
shot
fast.
kind of fast. That was a great shot.
That was a really nice 3-rail shape and got perfect on that bore.
Yeah, he just got to make sure he doesn't push the 8 into a funny spot. I think he can just slide by without moving it too much.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah, he
work.
didn't have to move it at all.
Oh, that's even better there. You bumped it so that now the 8 goes in that corner.
Right.
Yeah, so now you can just go straight up or 2-rail out and play the 8 in that corner where he just shot into.
Yep, should be 6-5 here.
Yeah.
Keeping it close.
You gotta put some oil on that chair.
Right. I've told him before.
How do you know that's the chair, not my back? I'm old.
Yeah, your age, it could be either. All right.
So, Josh, the next match, if Lonnie's team wins and it's Lonnie versus Delmer in the final, then they want a shot clock.
Understandable.
Oddly enough, it's Lonnie that wants it.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it's weird because he called me last night and he goes, "Hey, we need to do a shot clock," and the match was like 7-5, and Delmer was leading.
Wait, did you say who is this?
Right. So I drove over there to the ranch and then did the shot clock from there. Didn't have any real problems. Nobody had a foul. I barked out the 20-second warning a handful of times, but nothing big.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, but the thing is I think both teams, in my opinion, are probably pretty equal when it comes to the having some slow play. And it's, there's players on each team that play fairly quick, and there's players on each team that play pretty slow. So it depends on who gets linked up with who,
Yeah,
it can turn into a long match.
Considering the real late start on the final, it wouldn't hurt to have a shot clock in there.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it's supposed to start at 5:30, and we're definitely not going to make that. This one started a half hour late.
Dan's text me, says, sounds like someone's sitting on a duck over there.
Yeah, this chair, when I lean back and rocking it a little bit, it has that nice little squeak to it.
Well, just sit still, man.
I am. I'm leaning forward now with resting on my desk.
So, curious who's all out there in the chat or in the stream watching. Looks like there's quite a few people watching the stream, but I don't see anybody saying anything. I'm curious who's out there, who's rooting for who.
Not too many, not too much chatter going on.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, I see Michelle in there, and Chelsea's in there. George is in there. Hell, I was the first comment, and then Zach's in there. At least those are the ones that have commented so far. So Anybody else in there want to say hi, chime in, say whatever you want, or who you're rooting for?
Yeah, at least let us know where you're watching from.
I remember back in the day on a few of these streams, we had people watching from. Wasn't that guy Josh? He was in what, from Brazil?
Venezuela, I think.
Oh
wasn't it?
yeah, and
Really?
yeah, he was watching and he was commenting in there. We were chatting and everything. It was pretty cool to have someone from another country watching the BFS match.
Well, we do have a couple of folks that are in there from the East Coast. I know Dan and Dave, the Origami Brothers, they are watching.
Origami.
Origami Bros. That sounds like a Nintendo game.
My phone's about to light up here. Hold on.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't understand the reference, origami or people that fold under pressure, just like origami does. Who's watching from space? Is that Ruben?
Yeah, I believe that is Ruben.
Nice.
Dubs blazing. So yeah, I guess he is in watching from space.
Yeah, he should have won the match, and he could have been playing this.
Hey, that's not nice language, Dan.
Thought the last name was spelled with a G.
Yeah.
What's the point
There's
of it?
a G in origami. Come on.
That is true. So, Dan, what shape do you fold into? I know your brother folds into the crane. You fold into a box. Another common shape.
Now I did make the comment earlier. I think Dan's gonna give up that moniker. He's just been playing pretty decent lately. He's been showing me some stuff from that he's been doing over there, and I did watch him. I did watch him play in a tournament, man, and he definitely he's got some things that he's putting together pretty well.
Yeah, but he plays APA.
Well,
I mean,
the tournament I watched him play, it was a BCA tournament. He's starting to try to get into those. He wants to get his Fargo established.
nice.
And, so he's going to continue to do some of that and work on his game.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll all meet up in Vegas and play on a team.
Well, there you go. And also, that'll help us get him another match lined up for another BFS one of these days.
And having him on our team in Vegas, that'll allow us to get into silver.
Oh yeah, he did mention a tournament I won, by the way. He did win the tournament.
Well, was there only 2 people?
No, if I believe correctly, I think there was like 50 or 60 people in the tournament.
So does Dave play at all?
Dave, no, just with himself.
He says,
no.
I think Dave plays maybe once in a while. I think when they get together, he says.
A little safety here. Looks like Troy's ball. Good hit. Nice shot.
Oh.
Curious if he called
safe
there.
So that is Dan, by the way. The Herjitzes. I'm not sure I'm getting all these backhands.
Well, yeah, Scott, didn't you hear me earlier that I thought it was spelled with a G? What's the H for?
Oh, that's one of those couple things, putting the names together.
Oh. Do they have a mutual Facebook too?
Michelle's last name is Herman.
Do what?
Michelle's last name is Herman. So, Herjitz.
Oh, that's pretty gay.
Well, you met Dan.
That's true. And I met Dave. I see where it comes from.
Hey, see, Dan, I gave you the chance. I told you could have joined in, but now all you can do is take the abuse.
Yep, you're back to being the
Or pivot.
Well, for Dan, that's a better little option than being the pivot man like he used to be, right? So
Well,
Troy's
I
on the 4-ball here.
Good segue.
He's got a good little angle to get up table to shoot the 2.
Yeah.
And the 8 goes in the bottom left. He's got a good chance to get out here to get up 7-5.
That would be huge. Maintaining that 2-game lead.
Yeah, getting some texts from Dave too. It's nice.
He just doesn't want to overhit this because he might clip the 11, but he definitely doesn't want to overhit it. This is tough because he doesn't want to overhit it and get for the 10s blocking him, but he also doesn't want to have an extreme back cut. But he'd be better off to hit it short than to hit it long.
Yeah, he'd be pretty happy if he can get back to kind of the angle he has now on the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that. That was beautiful.
Oh, where was that, Troy? Huh.
Well, he's going to be bridged over this ball. That's not easy.
No, but I still expect him to make that. He's probably going to grab the bridge just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
He should just.
That was a great shot.
Man, he hit that great. That's about like as ideal as you get. The only way to be better is with ball in hand. You could move it to where you're not treetop, but man, he hit that good.
Oh, the bridge. Yeah.
And then it laid in a terrible spot. I don't know. Is that commentator curse?
Maybe he should have just leaned out there and had his partner hold his leg, in the back there, help him lean over.
I don't know if Mike has the strength to hold his leg.
True.
Yeah, Mike was talking about his arm being sore. Man, fix your chair, bro.
Were you there? Oh, were you there earlier when Mike made that great kick shot on the 7?
I was not. I walked in right before double hit gate.
Ah, gotcha.
Double hit gate?
Yeah, when Jay did a double hit foul.
Oh, right. So yeah, what was your take on that, Josh? I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. I saw Jay jack up, and it looked like he had some angle on there, and I didn't even give a second thought to it, really.
Yeah, I mean, I was standing pretty straight in line with him when he shot it, and I thought it was a double hit live. The cue ball kind of squirts off a little funny, and he wasn't really shooting away as much as you'd think. But then, Tommy and Rodney both thought it was a double hit based off the way the cue ball came off and the sound and everything. So it was one of those things where definitely probably should have had somebody come watch the shot.
Yeah, and like we were saying though, I mean, if you don't have someone watch the shot ahead of time, it usually goes to the shooter. So, but Jay must have agreed, is what we were assuming.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of issues with it, but I think afterwards everybody decided just to move on and just move on with the match and try to let it be the past, so.
Well, that needs to be a lesson learned right there. So anything in the future that even remotely close to that, they'll need somebody to come watch it. The very first game of the match, when Lonnie had ball in hand and he was putting the cue ball in between the rail and the 8, everything was super close, and they had Nick come over, but they recognized the potential there and had him come over and watch.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is lots of times when I have a shot like that.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that was, I don't know, was that intentional or was?
I think he was playing safe, but I don't know if he's trying to pocket the ball or not, but I think he was just trying to roll it forward like that. But in those kind of spots, as the shooter, I'm more often calling to have the hit watch than even my opponents, just because I want to eliminate any issues.
Yeah.
Typically, I'm that same way.
Yeah. In fact, when I rovered on Friday night for Ruben's team, there was a match, and Delmer was there, and he wasn't playing, so I had him come over and watch a shot. I ultimately was playing a safety on it, but it could have easily been a bad hit, but so I called him over to watch instead of the opponent because they were giving me the leeway because there's a window in there, but I knew that because I'm putting spin on it and I'm not firing it in there, it could turn over that way.
So
Yeah.
Michelle says he called safe. I think I think he was probably just making sure that they leave these guys to open up that 15 for him.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet though that even if he called safe, he was probably trying to pocket the 9.
Yeah.
But rattling it and hanging it there doesn't hurt
Right.
either, though.
That was a good shot. He left this. I mean, he's got chances to get out here, but he's got to put in work. It's not just all ducks.
Yeah, see, and now this 9 hanging there is actually going to be very beneficial here as a starting
Right.
ball. I would be looking to pocket that and come out towards the middle, just above the spot maybe, because it looks like that 12 goes to that
That's
corner.
kind of what I was thinking. And then
And if you don't quite like it, you got that ball for the side pocket as a backup.
Yep. You just got to make a decision. He seems very on the fence.
I just seen the comment from Dan where it says, "I'm rooting for Rich to get a new chair." Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to oil this because it doesn't sound all that loud to me in here, but apparently it's being picked up. Huh?
Oh yes.
Well, it's like I told you about that BFS, or not BFS, but that money match I did up in Spokane that was on an Evo stream, and you and Poncho remoted in.
Yeah,
And
well, when I was
getting
leaning around in the
messages.
chair, it was loud.
I was getting messages from people. I had people showing up to the match to watch it live that were watching it on the way there, telling me like, "Man, that Rich, he needs to keep his phone away from the mic, and he needs to fix his chair." And,
oh yeah, because my phone I kept getting text messages, so it was ding, ding, ding.
but it was loud and
Yeah.
right in the mic.
I know when I watched the replay,
I was just getting ready to comment on this. And I'm like, what do you think? Should he have run forward and just bumped D8? Because I think that.
Well, no, what I'll tell you where he made the mistake is when he was shooting that stripe in the side, he shouldn't have played shape to that ball he just shot.
Right,
he should have just came off and played the 15 and had the cue ball come out like this.
Yep, exactly.
To play that ball last, because you don't want to play that ball trying to play that ball to get shape to the 15, because now you're going to be trying to get shape to the same spot the 13 already gave you.
Yeah, once he played that ball on the side and rolled out there, now he was going to have to place a very specific shape for the 15.
Yeah.
Whereas going the other way, he had large windows for error, and now he's going to pay the price because that's, he may end up laying good, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that he kicks that in, but it's definitely not what he was looking to do.
So he must be able to see the edge of this, and they're trying to get him to clip it and play the cue ball over into a bank spot. See, or he's going to kick at it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I like kicking it to that pocket right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like kicking it to that pocket too.
Well,
because you can hit that, and that cue ball will roll over there and leave them a tougher cut or a bank or something.
Well, that's the plan, but you have to hit the ball pretty full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to hit that ball and not let the cue ball come out, because hitting the ball to pocket the 15 is going to end up giving the cue ball a chance at the 8 ball.
Oh, that's definitely a makeable shot there.
Yeah,
that was a good try though.
He shot that pretty fast. I think if he had took his time to do that same thing, maybe he doesn't hit as hard, and it leaves something good for them. But the fact that he dropped down and kind of almost like throwing your hands in the air out of frustration or whatever, gives Troy this very nice opportunity to just make a three-game lead. That's huge.
Yeah, especially in a race to 9.
Yeah, that this late in the game, that would be very difficult to overcome. Ooh.
Oh wow,
that was a lot.
He got closer to that pocket than he should have been.
Absolutely.
Oh.
3 game lead. 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 I actually heard that one because it was quiet for a second, but yeah, I have to get some WD-40 and grease this bad boy up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point by Dan. He says he may have gotten slapped around in his BFS match, but he remembers spanking Scotty in the tournament the next day. And I remember that too. I watched that.
So not so much as spanking as I did just give him a break. The guy just got a beat down, and he was a guest. I didn't want him to feel bad. I tried to build his confidence up.
Yeah, you come flying from across the country, you might as well at least get a gift.
Right.
I tried to give him a gift win, and he just wouldn't take it.
That's true. I did see that as well.
Yeah, and that's odd because he's known to take it. So it's like,
all right. Well, wasn't the best of breaks, but Kelly, I think last time he jumped the cue ball off the table, so he took some off this time and got a cluster there in the center. So he's not going to have a really good run out table, but he needs to try to get some balls pocketed and get something going here.
So he made something though, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, he definitely needs to get himself going here because he hasn't been shooting the greatest in this match. And for Kelly, if that's how he shoots, then he's going to maintain struggling.
Yep.
So, like even this bank right here, because it's a bank versus a cut, if he pockets this, that's going to help him mentally big time.
Is he banking this or cutting it? Oh, banked it. Nice shot.
Yeah. So even though it didn't work out to the best here with shape wise, but Bill said he made that bank, but I definitely would have cut that just because I could have swung that cue ball into that cluster.
Yeah, the problem with swinging the cue ball into that cluster is it's going to bring that 8 into play.
It's okay. I wouldn't feel like I would Kelly, and for his DFS early 8s.
Yep.
But look at that safety.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Who's in this game? Okay, Rome, and then who else is in this game? Rodney.
So yeah, it looks like Rome and Rodney, and it's Kelly and I don't know who he's shooting with.
Jay, yeah.
So she's in the chat there. She said, "Okay, Scott."
Uh-oh. Okay, Scott, what? What'd you do, Scott?
I think she's trying to back Dan up or something. I don't know.
Some weird woman stuff.
Right. The women stick together.
Yeah, exactly. The ladies got to stick together.
That might be sarcasm though. Like, okay, Scott, like you gifted it. I mean, she's seen you play, so she can question that.
That's true. That's true.
The women stick together. That's hilarious. Change Dan to Danielle.
I told the guy he could have jumped in.
No rail.
All right. Those stripes still look funky over there, but ball and hand can help.
Well, everything's out there. Oh, yeah. It was sarcasm, she said.
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me?
Yeah. Is that a mockingbird name mocking me?
Oh.
That video just cracks me up to no end. That's so funny.
So if this ball goes, he doesn't want to hammer it because he doesn't want the 10 to go in a foul. He wants to still be able to have it pocketable. He doesn't want to use this as a breakout and then not be able to pocket the ball. Oh, that 10 goes past the 8? Shoot.
Huh. I couldn't tell if it or not. It doesn't look like it does.
I'm going to say right now, if that 10 doesn't go by and the 14 doesn't go by, instead of shooting this other stripe down, he should play a safety.
Yeah, you don't want to
just 14 and stay froze on the back side of the 10,
Yeah, you don't want to back cut it because it's going to push the 10 right into that cluster. So
that's what he's going to do. He's going to have to hit it with speed, though, to make sure it doesn't stay locked up.
Yep. This is the being down a couple of games. Oh, they did not update the score?
Yeah, it's 7-5.
Oh,
he missed it. Man, if he would have made that, though, The 8's the only thing that's a little funky now.
Yeah, I left a hanger, so we'll see what Jay comes to the table with. Oh no, he made that?
No, he pocketed it, or he missed it.
So are you guys going to the banquet?
Oh,
When's
yeah,
that?
the banquet?
May 30th.
We'll probably will go. It's,
I am not sure. That's not the weekend of Memorial. That's not Memorial Day weekend.
No. That's the weekend after.
well, yeah, I think we'll probably show up there. This is I think the first time my wife is gonna get some recognition for playing for mixed doubles.
Oh.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's we second place. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, second.
yeah,
Nice.
so her first accomplishments in playing pool.
Cool. Right on. So you have to clear up a space on your shelf there, huh, for her trophy or whatever?
Right. Yep. Start her collection.
On Diamond League. That.
Yes, I will be there.
I'll let Amanda come in over here. You think Richard was disappointed?
Yeah,
Oh.
Michelle says Michelle Me says she's glad she started finally playing. So that I got a double-edged sword with that, Michelle. So it's cool that I got my wife playing and stuff, and it's fun seeing her improve and everything. But now I also got her critiquing my play.
Yeah. When you told me that, I had to laugh. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So Rodney says the banquet is Memorial Day weekend, and
oh. Mute. Hit the mute. Oh, that is loud. Oh my God.
okay, Alarma's good. Josh roaming around in the other part of the building there, set the alarm off. That must have sounded good in the bar too. There's sirens everywhere. Yeah, it is not Memorial Weekend. I happened to just look at the calendar, and it is the weekend after. So Memorial Day falls on May 25th, which is a Monday. And then the 30th, which is the following Saturday, is the banquet.
I can't begin to tell you how loud that was in my ear.
Oh, my bad. I'm sitting right next to the keypad, but it's the keypad I'm sitting by is for the office, so I have to get it switched over to that as they're building theirs before I can turn it off. So Chelsea, I see in the comments there you said Memorial Day is May 255th. That's one hell of a month. Oh, okay, I see the correction too.
255th, yeah.
But yeah, when you told me Michelle is critiquing your play, that is so awesome. I love that. Well, you know, the cool thing about that is she's recognizing things or seeing things that's making her think about, you know, what to do. So when she's playing, she'll think about those same things.
Yeah.
So it's only going to help her to improve her game and learn more.
All right. Jay looking like he should be able to get out here.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh, that's not impossible. Probably make that sure you come back and across and back over to that side.
Yeah, it looks like he's hitting it with left, though, which is dangerous.
For that reason.
Yes. And that's very, very unfortunate. But he just looked rushed. So I see Quacky in the chat there. That's Mr. Willie Wong telling me I make too much noise. Yeah, you know, alarm sirens and in my squeaky chair. Okay, so Rodney comes to the table with ball in hand. 3 balls left in the 8. That corner pocket is blocked by the 14. So he's going to have to be kind of specific with his pattern. I kind of like playing the 6 and then the 1 in the side and then the 2 in the other side. And that'll let you roll over to the rail for the 8. But okay, so I see another chat comment says from Manuel Plays Pool. Which Manuel are you? I know a few. So Dan, are you a golfer too? Did you golf at all? Do you know Scott? I remember Dave used to golf.
Dan does play golf, yes.
Does he play it like he plays pool or?
No, from what I understand, he's pretty good.
Okay. Well, Dave used to think that too, and he was okay.
Right. Well, maybe he's okay also.
Oh, Dan, you just don't get the love you think you deserve, huh? See, Dan, you should talk to your home bar to see if they want to get involved with this Evo stuff and do live streaming. Okay, so a little bit different from the pattern I was looking at, but I think he's just going to play this 2 into the side and just kind of drift over out into the middle like he was. He's going to need to be on the correct side of the one ball to just be able to drift over into this area. Otherwise, he's going to end up having to do a little more work.
Oh.
Yeah, he's good. He's on the correct side. So your Michelle tells you deserve it all. So all of this abuse? Because then I would have to agree with her.
Yeah.
Okay, little stun draw. Drift over towards that second diamond there. Oh, understroke.
That works. I mean, he was.
Oh, yeah, it'll still work.
A little close to his work, but.
Yeah, so basically he let up on his draw stroke, and that's why it released forward. Yeah, Michelle, me, I agree with you. New players is always a good thing, and to see the new faces out there having fun and learning the ropes, that's pretty cool. Oh no,
rattles.
the dreaded hanger. Now this is going to allow Kelly to get their. Is it Kelly? Allow to get them on the hill, which is massive. Yeah, it is Kelly.
I don't even think Kelly could mess this up.
Well, if it was the other Smith shooting this, I'd definitely not worry. But
right.
See, that could have easily scratched, but it didn't. And so, as long as he doesn't miscue here, it should be a hill game. Boom, just like that. So now he's got to be feeling pretty good. He pulled that off, even though it wasn't difficult. It's still a confidence builder. Okay, so no more games to give.
Manuel Plays Bull says, what does the first place team get? They get bragging rights, I guess. Jackets.
Yeah, there's
for the City League.
City League jackets, which to some people it means something, to others not so much. But the bragging rights is where it's at. That's going to be the coolest thing. But jackets, you get X amount of dollars for that, and then the league logo and basic info goes on the back, and then you can customize it otherwise, however much you want. But it does have to be approved by the league, since it is representing the league. And then it gets made, and it'll be presented at the banquet. But ultimately, it's these remaining teams here. They've all won before, so they all have jackets from the past. But the bragging rights is where it typically falls, because all these teams here can play and play well. So pulling out a victory is big. It's an accomplishment for sure. And Jeff, something else I want to add to the championship jackets thing. You guys won B City this year, and with the team you had of all the newbies and whatnot, I thought that was pretty cool, because it takes work, because every team that's in B City is fighting hard as well. But it's a great experience for those guys, and so it's a cool thing to have that team and show them the ropes and then manage to pull out a victory too. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Okay, so after this break shot here, Mike, the cue ball's on the bottom rail, so it's not like the easiest of starting positions. Not a whole lot to choose from here. Potentially the 2 ball, running the 2 ball up to the corner. And that's what he opened with. Didn't manage to leave himself a whole lot. So he's going to have to come with a shot here. The few matches I watched, Michelle, Ryan, that guy played pretty strong. I was impressed. But, it wasn't like his first time. I'd seen him before, and he was kind of really pulling it out. Some of the obesity matches, I saw him really putting some runs together that were impressive. And so going into A City, he probably felt some, a level of confidence that he was playing well, I should say. And, he may have opened some eyes around the league there.
You know what I like seeing is Cristobal.
Yeah.
He's definitely improving. He's playing a lot better, playing with some confidence, and sometimes he's hitting some really good shots.
Yeah, for as new as he is to pool in general, I mean, he was pocketing some shots, and he's, you give him a little bit of coaching or whatever, and he steps to the table and he's got some good habits going on, and so he was delivering on some stuff that was it's cool to see, and playing well like that is going to keep him coming back and wanting to play more. Well, that's cool. That's cool that Chris is loving it because, he's making moves and his game's coming right along. And like I said, for as little as he's played overall, he's heading in a really good direction.
Yeah, I would agree.
You hearing my phone ding?
Yes, we can hear the phone.
Yeah,
So
I got both of them texting me pictures of one's a t-shirt says Origami Master.
What's that?
Dan sent me a picture of a t-shirt that says Origami Master.
Yeah. So he's going to try to force this to be able to break out that 10 ball, whatever that is, 10 or 12.
12, it looks like.
It's 12, the 10's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he missed it, man. This video is getting super choppy, Rich.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Kind of tough. I may need to hit them up and see what's going on with that and what we need to change in here, or switch networks, because the other one, because this one we're on, or I'm on anyway, is the Dutch guest. Yeah, and the other one is the admin one. But if I switch right now, then I got to reopen everything. Wow, what a great shot that was. Yeah, put a little inside English on this, and you can open up the 6-ball.
Like that?
Exactly like that. And he's got the 4-ball to play into the side. The only trouble is the 1-ball.
Right.
But
can he get to that 1 ball here from the 4?
I don't think so, because it's too thin of a cut to be able to stun draw over there. But the reality is that, being where it is out in open space, he could literally just run up table and down and give himself an angle on the 6 ball to come out for the 1. I mean, it's not the most optimal way to go where you're running end to end all the time, but you got to make do with what you got.
Oh, tried to get a piece of it there. Oh, look, he's
Oh.
got a little angle on it.
Yeah, that actually came out really good. And bumping that 10 ball too, it opened that side pocket up nicely. Because realistically, right here, he just needs to focus on pocketing the 1, and that cue ball is going to come straight down the table. And if he gets to the middle, then he's home free. And this out is for the match. So, once again, Scotty, if he is to get there, then they're going to shut the stream off, and then I'm going to sign off and head next door to get them started.
Okay, understand. Oh, man, a little love from the 12 ball. I think he's looking good here.
I agree, because this one is more just pocket speed, so that the cue ball stays down there below the spot, and then he's home free.
Yeah, maybe Dan will join in on the next match and keep us company since you're not going to be here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'll have to go see if they still want that.
What's that?
The shot clock guy. There it is.
There it goes. Nice shot, Troy.
Yeah. This for all the marbles. Here we go. All right, folks watching. If this ends it right here, the final will begin next within a matter of minutes, and it will be up and running shortly. And I'll share the link and everything just like before.
Tune back in.
Yep. Troy for the win. Boom.
There it is.
Good job. Better give him the old hand clap, huh? Okay, so now I'm sending out the text and digital pool right now.
Oh. All right, so we'll be back.
Yep.
Signing out.